So if you're rebuilding your life right now, after divorce, health crisis, job loss, any major transition, and you've been waiting to feel ready, stop waiting. Readiness doesn't come before action. It comes through action. And I am launching my business, my coaching business, with imposter syndrome still whispering in my ear, because women who need this, y'all can't wait for me to feel 100% confident, 100% sure that, oh, do I have all of the credentials to do this? To get so confident in that. So it's like, you know what? We're doing this. And whatever you're building, the people who need it can't wait for you to feel ready either.
Today's episode of Reset to Reinvent podcast is brought to you by the Adams Group Agency, developing final expense leaders.
Hello, and welcome to episode 42 of Reset to Reinvent podcast. I am your host, Helen Blocker Adams. Yes, we are in January of 2026, and what a wonderful place to be is the very first Monday in January of 2026, and I'm so excited about it, and I hope that you are too. It's going to be a fabulous year. I'm going to go ahead and put it out there in the atmosphere for you and you and you and you. Yes, it's going to be your year, your fabulous year. But let me tell you, for those of you who saw or heard or listened to last week's episode where we focused on imposter syndrome, which is a term, a phenomenon that I just recently heard about. Oh my goodness, you know, I have been struggling. Have you ever been at a place in your life where you felt that God was tugging at you? He was trying to get your attention, but you ignored it. You didn't take it seriously. You didn't take him seriously. You dismissed it. You didn't think that you were ready. You didn't think that you were qualified. You didn't think you had enough credentials or experience or whatever that made you just ignore that tugging. Okay, well, that's been me as it relates to where I am at this place in my life, in this brand new year of 2026. So last week's episode was a game changer for me. Okay, it really was. So what I learned was that imposter syndrome tells us that we're not ready, not qualified, that we're not enough. We don't deserve it. But here's what I've learned through 7 life reinventions. Yeah, moi. You never, ever, ever are going to feel ready. Okay? You just have to start anyway. Think about it. If you don't start, then you're just stuck. You're paralyzed. Okay? And we don't want to be at that place in 2026. So I've been playing small. I'm just keeping it real, guys. I have been playing it small since we kicked off this podcast, Reset to Reinvent, back in March of 2025. Okay. I've been hiding parts of my story. Was it deliberate? I don't know. Waiting to feel ready before launching my coaching business. But here's the thing about readiness. It never comes. You must just start. You got to just start. And so today, that's what I'm doing. I'm starting. This is the first episode of a 4-part series where I'm going to be sharing my full story. The cancer, which I did talk a little bit in October of last year, the losses, the reinventions, the lessons, and introducing unusual determination. Not just my book, which you're already familiar with, but unusual determination, my coaching business. If you've been waiting for a sign to stop playing small in your own life, this is it. Okay, this is it. Let's do this together. So, first of all, I want to thank all of you for listening to last week's episode where we deep dived into this whole concept of imposter syndrome. Okay. Oh my goodness. The listeners, the clips, the magic clips, the opus clips that we put out there, they call them clips or shorts, that many of you have acknowledged and liked or made comments on in all of the social media. Oh goodness, I've gotten new followers on our podcast Facebook page from people who saw the clip, the short. That's never happened before. So this topic here, it just kind of resonated with a lot of people. So I just want to thank you. I want to thank you for the messages that I'm still getting. And what that does is tell me that I'm not alone. Oh my goodness. Now, some of the people who have responded have said, yeah, Helen, I am familiar with that term, imposter syndrome. And then there's others that never heard of it, just like me, until recently. But when we talked about, the symptoms and some of the characteristics, they realized, yeah, that's me. That's me. So what does that tell us? Is that imposter syndrome is universal. Even coaches, new coaches like me, get it. So for 9 months that I've been doing this podcast, 42 episodes later, I've been showing up here, interviewing a lot of people with their challenges and victories, and oh my goodness, that's been great. I mean, we've had some women on this podcast that just blows your mind, and that was part of my intent when I started Reset to Reinvent podcast, to have guests, but do a lot of solo episodes as well. And I have to admit, my producer has been telling me this since day one. Helen, people need to know your story. They know, different people know different parts of you. They don't know you. They don't know what you've gone through over the years and how what you've done in your experiences can be helpful to others. People need to hear that. And so I guess I've been hiding my story. So, cancer, the divorces, the political losses, the miscarriage, 7 complete life reinventions. Yeah, been hiding my story. And so the idea of starting a coaching business, which I know God has been nudging me in that arena for quite some time, because it keeps popping up. And I was like, no, I don't have enough credentials. I don't have a certification in coaching, but I do have multiple degrees. Okay. Oh, I need a little bit more preparation. Okay. More something before I can launch. And then the whole idea of imposter syndrome is like, wow, that is me all the way. And it's kind of, it's mind boggling when you're like, man, I've had all of these different successes. Because check this out. Here's what I realized. I've had 11 plus years now as an insurance professional. I have built a multi-million-dollar life insurance agency over the years, have hired hundreds of people, have had a lot of success in the life insurance industry over the past 11 plus years. I'm a published author. I've written 4 books. Okay, some of you are not even familiar with the first couple books, which is not out on Amazon, but I plan on doing some rewriting and writing more books this year. Yes, yes, yes. But I'm a published author and wrote a book about me surviving breast cancer. I rebuilt my life, reinvented myself 7 times. Yeah, you're going to hear all of that over the coming weeks. 7 times. What? I don't need more credentials. I just need courage. And I'm hoping that through these next 4 weeks, you're going to realize that you're credentialed enough. Whatever it is that you want to do, or wherever you want to go, or whatever you want to be, that you got more in you. God has got more in you. You have more in you than what you think or what you believe. And so I'm going to be your example, if you will. I don't know what you want to call it, but I just want to let you know, hey, look, you can do this. And so here's what I realize is that it is time. No more hiding behind this I don't want to say a facade, because it's not a facade. It's just like, oh, I just want to use this platform mostly to talk about and interview other people, which I'm still going to do over the months and as we plan out the rest of this year. But at the same time, doggone it, I got a story too. I got a whole bunch of them. So the decision, and some of you, you realize I have been talking about this for, I alluded to it a little bit in last week's episode. I'm launching Unusual Determination, Coaching, Community, and Financial Protection for Women Rebuilding Their Lives. Unusual Determination, Coaching. Unusual. I'm so excited. Unusual Determination Coaching. Coaching, community, and financial protection for women rebuilding their lives. So here's what God gave me. He gave me a book called Unusual Determination, which is my story. I journaled that whole experience of my breast cancer experience. I journaled it all and then put it together and published it. I've got hundreds of books. You're going to have access to purchasing my books. You're going to have access to some other things as we unveil this, okay? So it's not just my book anymore. It's my coaching business. my coaching business will tie in directly with lessons learned and all kinds of good things that's in that book. I can't wait. I just can't wait. Helping women rebuild after life's toughest challenges with both mindset work and financial protection. So here's what I've been wrestling with for months. It's like, I don't want to be two separate people. I want to be able to integrate, share information here on this podcast, utilize my years of experience in the financial arena, in particular, life and health insurance, and my professional development, my encouraging, my uh, just desire to help people and help them thrive after life's toughest challenges. How can I, Lord, tie this all together? And He gave me unusual determination coaching, tying them all together. And with a little help of my Claude AI assistant, he helped me just put it all together. And so here I am. Here I am. I'm so excited. Unusual determination coaching. And if you think about it, we all need courage. We all need encouragement. We all need strategies, but we all need security as well. Not one or the other. Because if we have security in terms of our finances, our mindset can be a little bit better, can enhance. But what happens is when we struggle when it comes to the finances or the lack of or not having enough insurance to make sure that when you do pass away, your family is not financially burdened. When we've got that on our mind, it's hard to deal with the other aspect of our life. So we're going to intertwine all of this together. And that's what unusual determination coaching is all about. And so I'm just so excited about that. I hope that you are too. So over the next 3 weeks, I'm sharing my full story. We're going to talk about my cancer diagnosis. I'm going to share excerpts from my book. I'm going to share with you some insights that may not be in my book that might be helpful for you, regardless if you've had a diagnosis. But when it comes to overcoming something as significant as breast cancer, there's some messages and some lessons learned there. Okay. Another week, I'm going to be talking about financial protection. I'm going to share with you my years of experience and share with you some tips that can be able to help you as you consider insurance for you and your family. I'm going to share with you some life experiences that I've had, especially as it relates to having health insurance. Well, a lot of people who don't have health insurance, and they've got a diagnosis, it can be very traumatic situation. So we're going to talk about those things. And I want to talk a few minutes about what this endeavor, this I'm just so full about what we're embarking upon that the hesitancy is not that I don't know what I want to say. It's like, oh my goodness, I have long had a desire to have a platform where I can be able to impact people's lives, in particular women. And now God's given me this, the podcast, my books, and now this coaching business. And so the name of this, first, we're calling it my flagship coaching program is called the Protected Reset. The Protected Reset. Now, I'm going to, over the months, have a variety of different programs and courses and all of that women can be able to tap into. This is going to be so comprehensive, but we've got to start somewhere. Can we agree with that? Okay. So if you're rebuilding your life right now, after divorce, health crisis, job loss, any major transition, and you've been waiting to feel ready, stop waiting. Readiness doesn't come before action. It comes through action. Readiness doesn't come before action. It comes through action. And I am launching my business, my coaching business, with imposter syndrome still whispering in my ear, because women who need this, y'all can't wait for me to feel 100% confident, 100% sure that, do I have all of the credentials to do this? To get so confident in that. So it's like, you know what? We're doing this. And whatever you're building, the people who need it can't wait for you to feel ready either. Whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that you're kind of tiptoeing on and through, and it's like, well, do I want to put my big toe in there, or do I want to deep dive and just go for it? I'm saying go for it, because that's what I'm doing. I'm going for it. So here's what we're going to do. First of all, I want to remind you all, because I'm going to share with you a little bit about this. We're calling it a beta program, a beta coaching program. I'm going to share with you a little bit. Okay. And but before I do that, first of all, I want to thank you again for listening, watching Reset to Reinvent podcast. I want to make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. I want you to, wherever you're listening to this on your favorite podcast platform, would love for you to like it. Would love for you to download and share. Share some comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you would like for me to talk about over the coming months. Just talk to me. I want to hear from you, okay? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Pardon me. But before we go, let me do this. Let me give you a little snippet of what we're dealing here. I've already said I'm no longer going to be hiding my stories, and I've got lots of stories. I mean, like I said earlier, there are many of you, you're very familiar with certain aspects of my life, but many of you don't know other aspects of my life. And you certainly don't know the 7 reinventions. And I know some of you are like, 7? Wow. Yeah. Okay. So before we go, I want to talk a few minutes about my signature coaching program. That's what it is, my signature coaching program. And it's called the Protected Reset. The Protected Reset. It's a beta program. It's going to be 3 months, and I'm offering this only to 5 women. Okay, 5 women at a founding member rate. And so if you are interested and want to at least get more information, then send me an email at reset2reinvent@gmail.com, and I'll send you the one pager, but I'm only looking for 5. And here's the idea. I'm refining the program. You're going to be my 5 individuals that will play a role in having, first of all, having access to me on so many different levels for 3 months. Okay. And I would love for you to be a part of this groundbreaking and transformational journey. I'm going to work intensely with 5 individuals, 5 women. Okay, just 5 for the next 3 months. Okay, I've developed a comprehensive program for women wanting to rebuild their lives. My book will be the curriculum that I will be using to help you get from point A to point B. It's really pretty phenomenal the way this has come together. And so the 5 women as a part of this beta program will be able to help me tweak it as we go along and then roll it out in March or April at a different rate. But this is for you, 5 individuals, the first 5 individuals. And of course, we're going to have I already know we're probably going to have a waiting list, but 5 women. Okay. Okay. And send me an email now at reset2reinvent@gmail.com and let me know you're interested in getting the details, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Oh my goodness. So you know what? We're going to wrap up. We're going to wrap up today's episode. Yes, this is shorter than some of my others, but I just wanted to let this first Monday in the year of 2026 be a wake up call, a inspiration, letting you know that this imposter syndrome that has held many of us back, we're going to take it off. We're just going to take it off. Now, it may not happen overnight, just like I mentioned earlier. Yeah, I know that imposter syndrome is still, they're right there in my ear a little bit, but we're going to keep moving on. We're going to keep moving on. And that's what I want to leave with you, is that whatever it is that you've got going on, something new, something different that you want to try going into this new year. Now, remember, all of December, we spent a lot of time with the goal setting and getting your mindset right. So now it's like I'm giving you permission to just go for it. Okay, the same way that I'm going for it by launching Unusual Determination Coaching. And I'm so excited about it, being able to impact and utilize all of my life experiences. And I definitely know very much about reinvention, not theory, but real life, real talk. So until next week, when we go into my cancer diagnosis, I want to let you know you all have been amazing. I thank you so much for listening over these past 9 months. I'm very excited that we're on episode 42. And you know what? I want you to have a wonderful day. And do you know why? Because you deserve to be inspired. See you next time.
Today's episode of Reset to Reinvent podcast is brought to you by the Adams Group Agency, developing final experience.